Oh yeah, I see one. All right, Shalom. We go to the Great Millstone, the church in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. And as always, we believe. So yeah, we're back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahushua. Pretty much to warn you of the great and notable day, the great and dreadful day of Yahweh, Yahushua, which will actually manifest in the form of the Third World War. That's pretty much fast approaching. Matter of fact, let's begin in the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter. That's one of the cornerstone chapters. It started at the top because when unbelievers are confronted with this information, they pretty much fold. It contributes to their incredulity. And rightfully so. It wasn't meant for them to believe. Look, you got to remember, we was called to believe the unbelievable. You people can't see past this replica of reality. So when you confront it with the concept of an entire landmass, right, being erased off the planet, think about how America is constructed. You got buildings, bricks, roads, iron, steel. That's going to be reduced to sand. Fucking desert, man. The entire landmass is going to be a complete desolation. Thus says the Bible. So that causes one to stumble. When we expound on what perceived to be an ancient text, if you will, and we married it with modern terminology such as America. You hear the word technology used, we bring that word up and we go on to research. Words such as microchips, missiles. And in this case, World War III. Once you presented with that, you fold, man. Because it's a foreign idea. All right, come on.
God, the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1, it reads, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion."
Right, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. And we have to expound on this from time to time, bring clarity, because that Zion represents the believers. Matter of fact, continue.
"And sound an alarm in my holy mountain."
Now, this doesn't mean that the word is not going to extend to the masses of the people. Simply put, it only means that the believers of Yahushua will adhere to it. Real quick, give me the book of Matthew 13 and 9. Whoever can get it.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 13, and verse 9. It says, "Who have ears to hear, let him hear."
Right, so everybody physically have ears, but these ears is different. Click on that word ear, bubble the shop.
The word hear.
Hey, that prove that poetry is the overtone of the scriptures. God never wanted everybody to get it. Why would he make such a statement? Everyone with ears let them hear, because technically everybody have ears. So there's a more a dark, if you will, meaning to that saying. You have to peel back that veil to get the understanding. All right, come on.
The word ear, it says the ear, metaphor, the faculty of perceiving with the mind.
Right, so, and that's another point. This is from a metaphorical, so that proves that the Bible is not as of an open and shut case as one might think. See, you have to understand similes and parables. So from a metaphorical perspective, read that again.
The faculty of perceiving.
Is that from the beginning of the definition? Go ahead.
It says,
You jump right off with your metaphor.
like it says, the ear, metaphor, the faculty of perceiving with the mind.
See, perceiving with the mind. Being able to wrap your mind around such a concept. Well, that's actually going to be mystical. Oh, I spoke on that briefly during the live. I think that was during the live. Well, you're going to have these nations, and that's also in Joel the 2nd chapter. They're going to see the armies of the Lord going over them. Everybody's going to be affected, the whole entire planet Earth. See? They're going to see the missiles coming over them, man. They're going to be going about, oh shit, the whole sky going to be covered. And they're going to be shaking, hoping that the missiles don't stop them. But the missiles is under order. They're going to be heading to the west. What?
The faculty of understanding.
See?
And knowing.
And knowing. Matter of fact, continuing.
It says in the Strong,
Is it one definition? What word you looked up right here? Here? Here. Go to the word here. Let him who have ears to hear. Let him hear, right? Which that word here says as well. Come on.
It says to be endowed with the faculty of hearing, not deaf. To hear, to attend to.
See, to attend to. That's about what? It says blowing an alarm. Oh, an alarm was set up to grab your attention. So that proves that mountain is those who have ears to hear. They will be attentive to the alarm. Go ahead.
To consider what is or has been said.
See? So the Lord said, look, hey, that's a scene in the drama. The Lord wrote the script. All right, I'm going to send out the message, but let those who have ears to hear consider. So that means the message will, per se, go into the mountains to believe. Come on.
To understand. Perceive the sense of what is said. To hear something. To perceive by the ear what is announced in one.
To perceive by the ear what is announced. That's blowing the trumpet. When you blow a trumpet, you're making an announcement. So again, that holy mountain who will perceive the trumpet would be the believers. See that? Go ahead. Matter of fact, we got a piece up? Yeah, come on, start right here.
This Psalm 51, verse 8. Make me to hear joy and gladness.
See that, man? Come on, man. Hey, because someone might say, well, look, what joy and gladness got to do with the milk? No, that's the only way you're going to have the kingdom. That's Yahweh Shemel avenging you. Right? And that's not, you know what? Luke 18. That's not talking about, certain guys. Hey, guys is bugging out. Jude warned us, when you read the book of Jude, to talk about how men would creep in unaware. Our scripture speaks about how in the last days, some would depart from the faith. You got Genesis, they through, man. They teaching now that all nations can make it. Or what you have Hassai, he made a statement. Now look, we're not here to twist the Bible. The nations is going into captivity. But what the fuck is you talking about, dude? So you have men who came in and they was presented with a pearl, and they acknowledged that it was a pearl. It was a point where Hakkad was saying double up. They knew that the men of the Lord was the apostles. And the men that derive, spring from that tree. We know guys personally who reverence us, they praise those old coming boards. Right? You greatest teachers, all of a sudden now here in the latter day, they departed from the faith, man. See, that don't apply to us. We never departed from that. We still here. You niggas departed. So that means, you know what a nigga do? They devalue what they find. Like a nigga get a car and put some rims on it, and they devalue it. Now the person who come to appraise the car, he said, I don't want it because you fucked it up. So you niggas found the pearl. At first you said, oh shit, and you knew it was the truth because you niggas didn't know nothing before you came across us. Right? But then you say, nah. Man, that's what a nigga do. A nigga saw the pearl, they acknowledged, oh, this is a great pearl. Then they said, nah, let me modify it. This ain't how the pearl. And that causes the master of the feast to destroy you. Here it is, your homeless ass came into the feast. And you said, hey, somebody bring another bottle of hot sauce. Nigga, that's offensive, man. You supposed to took what was laid out to you and ate it with right and been thankful, man. Yeah, go ahead.
God says, so like Psalms chapter 51, verse 8, it reads, make me to hear joy and gladness.
Right, so the sound of the trumpet, that alarming message, is really joy and gladness. Because it's the Most High comforting us by assuring that He will avenge us of our enemies. Again, you got guys breaking down Luke 18, saying that's talking about great millstones. Nigga need to hurry up and be taking out their misery, man. But good, the Lord is preserving them in a little hotel somewhere so He can kill them, man. The nigga just getting by another day to get $45. Don't know that the Most High keeping you there, nigga. Yeah, the Most High not to preserve. I bet you it's a rain and people pack somewhere or another, man. The Lord don't care this dude. Now hold up, I gotta say this. Well, what Lazarus and the rich man come in? That means now you gotta tamper with that. Now the rich man gotta be great millstone. That's the only way you can make sense now. Dummies. They stumbled at the sands of Yahweh's side, man. See? Go ahead.
God, it says, make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice.
See that? So the Lord broke us down. He got the same power to build us up, and that building up is through edifying. See? So now you're confident and sure that we're not going to be here forever. We don't have to keep enduring a nigger culture. That's going to come to an end. The Lord going to cut that shit off, man.
What should I say? How long shall I endure suffer? Yes, it.
Yeah. Hey, because the Lord was what? He was grieved and vexed because of their lack of understanding.
I can understand. Yeah.
So that proved right there that's how the Lord meant to comfort you through understanding and clarity. See? And it's clear cut. It's straight commandment. You're gonna be destroyed. The missiles that's on the earth and pointed. Really, the missiles already pointed toward America. That's all. That's clear, man. See, but everybody's not going to pick up. They ain't got the antennas. Just like a phone. If your phone don't have them bars, then it can't pick up the signal. So you people are really devices in the hand of the Lord, and you can't pick up the signals from the heavens. Only the mountain, those in that range, right? Yeah, only those in that range, they can pick up the signal, man. So that's those in that holy mountain. All right, come on, what that is?
St. John 1. St. John 1 and 5. It says, and the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. So just going back to what the great point through the spirit that the elder making, man. Right? Your antennas didn't pick up that signal, man. Your mountain is not in that range. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The signal, so to speak, went all over your head, man. It's as if you had aluminum foil wrapped, you know what I'm saying? Wrapped all around you to block their signal, man.
Which is really Esau.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's it. God of this world.
That's it.
That's it. Right, bro.
The darkness of this world, it compromised you picking up. That's why Genesis went right back to what Christianity was. It was like static. They had a signal, and them niggas wandered out of the way. right?
It's still
Yeah, they got out of range.
Yeah, that's true. Got out of range. That's it. Damn.
Yeah, they wander out of the range. You got to stay in that light. Oh, you bring that out about how that light is like a beam.
Oh, your cousin.
That track the beam. When they was coming out of Egypt, they pretty much under that beam. You had to stay within that. Because one miscalculation, now you back in the wilderness. You niggas went back to the wilderness after all the videos you uploaded. Nigga, you niggas had debates about that. Man, man, the most I ain't dealing with you niggas, man. Only the stone, we're gonna bring it out again. Only that stone is sitting there, man. We ain't budged.
Unmovable.
We unmovable. You niggas left off from us or. And I'm humbly speaking, man. We thankful to be here. And I'm gonna throw this out there too, because you got to say that we push the narrative. Don't say that. You niggas lying if you say we only say you gotta follow what we teach, man. You can come under whatever banner you do, man. But you gotta teach in harmony with the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Because there was men that was great millstones and they out. See, so yeah, it's like a revolt, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, so hey, real quick, when you go into the word comprehend, like we always go into, meaning the capability to be able to grasp the light with your mind. So if you can't grasp the light with your mind, you out of range, man. You know, like Elder said, what is that? 1 Corinthians 4th chapter, you're lost, man. You've been blinded by the power of the God of this world, right? That darkness, like you said, that darkness was too thick. What they said, gross darkness. Yep. That darkness was too thick for the light to penetrate, man. Meaning you from the darkness. That's what it is, because the truth only returned unto those that practice in her, man. Right. So that means you never was a part of it. You crept in unaware.
That's what happened. Niggas crept in unaware. They don't even understand that. Because why you ain't still with us? You came here. It's not like we sought guys out. Hey, come here. You came to us. You came in the restaurant. You came in the lodging. Then you left out for whatever reason. You can make all the videos you want, justifying why you left.
You ain't like the food.
Right. You ain't like the food. That's the lamb.
Lamb, that's right.
Right. It didn't sit well with you. It didn't sit well with your belly. Then you start grumbling. That's what happens when your stomach growls. I know you hungry and deprived from food, but your stomach, you can stunt all you want, nigga. But once that stomach growl, that's like your belly, right? Telling on it. So you niggas really grumbling. The empty bellies, you couldn't, right? Yahweh Shai left out, man, out of your belly. You vomited Yahweh Shai. That's what happened. Else was there, yes. And Scripture speaks about constancy, steadfastness. So you guys on a part of that. You were there a couple of years or months or whatever. Now you on another tip. Ain't no way around that. Make a video about that. Make a video about those who departed from the faith. Make sense of that. Because the Scripture's a measuring stick. That's what you measure about the Scripture. So measure yourself up to that Scripture. Right? Where you fall in at. You departed from this. You can't say we departed. Yep, come on. That was it? Yep, come on.
This is right, Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 10. It says, be steadfast in thy understanding.
See, that's the spirit. Go ahead.
And let thy word be the same.
See that? So you got to be steadfast. Your word, ain't no way around that. But the scriptures say that in, is that Proverbs 21? It speaks about melt or not. Get that. It might be Proverbs 21 and 24, something like that. Melt or not with those who are given. Right.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and thou not with them that are given to change.
See that? So that food right there, when you change, you playing with the king. That's an offense to the king. There's nobody like a nigga who was here over here 1 minute, now you over there. Nobody can't trust you now. You're not trustworthy. There's no integrity. So you got guys again who personalize. Don't want to hear that. You niggas personalize the gospel to come up against us, man. With these wayward breakdown 11th hour. Let me ask you a question, right? Let's simplify it. You go to job. Let's say you work at Lowe's. You go on the last shift. Do the job. Is it another Lowe's when you get there? It's the same Lowe's, nigga. It's the same as the first shift. Just you came in later to the same vineyard. Stupid. Them niggas say they come in at 11 hours now. They changed the whole shit. No. See, the simplicity of your house shot cut you niggas, man. Just imagine if we were to dedicate, how you niggas dedicate every video coming out of us if we were to do that. Your 17 followers are both. And now you ain't got nowhere to stay, man. All right, come on.
I got something. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse.
Right, and we went into that about how you had those who came up against the apostles back way before the YouTube era. Then once they came online, you had certain guys, the Rebel Alliance, and then you had different men, the Avengers, but it gets worse and worse. Right? Now you got guys who saying the very cornerstone of the ministry that the nations can't come in. That's why you have to sign. Now you got niggas saying the other nations can come in. And that's an example of waxing worse and worse. See, the scripture's undefeated. You niggas can conjure up all the different perspectives you want. But you're going to be measured up by what the scripture says. Hey, furthermore, the scripture says not up to private interpretation. So you have a nigga read something and say, see, that's the new covenant. What the fuck is you talking about, dude? Now I gotta pick your sweaty mind. That's spirit, man. The Lord angry with these niggas, man. Yeah. Yeah, because you get pissed, man. Like these niggas corrupt. That's what happened, man. You get a nigga and you entrust them with something that's valuable and they devalue it.
Right.
Yeah, come on, you have something? Yeah, go ahead.
Deceiving and being deceived.
Right, so they deceiving and being deceived. Because, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Right now. So, you know, you have guys, they'll read a precept and it seems right in their eyes. What's that, a way that seems right?
Oh, yeah.
A nigga say, yeah, that's it. But they don't know that the Most High deceiving. And in that, they henceforth deceive the simple nigga who listen to them. That's why it's about predestination. If you ain't a part of the Yahweh council, you just not. Because the Lord will figure out a way to get you out of that anyway. Go ahead.
But continue in the things which thou hast learned.
Measure yourself up to that scripture. See, again, the scripture is the rod. What's that? Zechariah with the angel was sent forth to measure Jerusalem. Which complements Revelation the 11th chapter, measure the temple. And those who worship therein. Oh, that's Joel the 2nd chapter too, man. See? So again, that's the challenge. All you do is 4 or 5 niggas on the side street in Kansas City. Like them niggas 11 out there talking shit. Nobody watching, they just pissed. Like, you know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Your tree is withered. Every video talking about us. We prophesying, you going out channel is growing. What?
And has been assured of.
See, and you was assured, right? That's why you niggas still talk about the chip. See? Nigga talk about us 5 videos, then throw a snippet in about the chip. Nigga, Lord gonna kill you, man. Read that, measure yourself up to that. Take a deep, don't even involve us. Go to that room, close the blinds, nigga, and be at one with yourself. Just be real with yourself. Read that precept without us around. You can't blame us, dude. Stop trying to put us in, you know what I mean? Take us out the picture, read that precept, and where do you stand? Read that again.
But continue in the things which thou hast learned.
Come on, dude. You came into what somebody else taught you, man. So the scripture said continue, but you know what? As easy as that sounds, if you're not of the elect, you're not going to continue. God's going to put the spirit on you, come on some crazy shit. And you're going to believe that shit. And you're going to have certain videos, you're going to be, that's right, man, you know. Go ahead.
It has been assured of.
See, you was assured, that's why you still talk about the chips. That's why you talk about the milk. So my question is this: is Great Millstone sanctioned by the Lord? That yay or nay? Because if they ain't sanctioned, then y'all got to just cut out everything. Niggas started off with hard with Carter Dice, and that just came out. Go ahead.
Knowing of whom thou hast learned this.
Man, you can't get around that scripture. Knowing from who you learn from. You niggas know how to go into precepts and marry this precept with that and get a word. And really, when you look at them guys, their teaching style come from us. Man, if that ain't an ungrateful nigga, man, I don't know what, man. Right? Because if you had any integrity, you'll say, you know what, I don't agree with them men, but you know what, them men, they taught me, man.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to say, let them do them. But a nigga gonna be a nigga. Yep, well, yeah, come on.
2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse
And
6.
about that, the Spirit got this coming out, man. Because trust me, man, we don't think about, get the fuck out of here. Come on, dude. I'm going to tell you what the 11th hour guy did. What they do, and the Apostle McCall was going into this. They send those mentions.
Yeah.
Right? They know how a motherfucker poke you. Like they'll send a mention of you in their video, so then you know that they talking about it. That's how I knew about the 11 hours. I said, oh shit. I said, what the fuck was this? And it was them niggas. I clicked on this 3 niggas on the side street. I thought it would look like 4th with green acre. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna say this, y'all watching, I ain't watched the video, dude. I didn't watch it, dude. I ain't watch it. But, and I'm gonna tell you the only thing, I'm gonna tell you what I did with the Met, and it's heavy, right? I just looked at the transcript. I looked, and that's, I was like, oh shit, you know? And the nigga can't really talk, man. The nigga retarded. That's man, you know? That's just some nigga, man. That's right.
Second Ezra chapter 8 and verse 6. It says, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them.
Right. Measure yourself up to that scripture. Read that again, huh?
But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them.
Right. So you defiled the very one that created you. Because you was just a broken city before you found Great Millstone. And you can't tell, and you made a conscious effort to follow us because it was IUIC out there. It was, you niggas watched us for all them years, and we can see, right, you are still in our style. Because you watched us so long, but now all of a sudden, really with Mac bringing him up, he got rejected. And all y'all want to know what happened with him. He wanted so bad to be a part of Great Millstone. Because he said, the one I did watch, I ain't watched the whole thing, but when I look at it and I click on it, you match play it, when you get the transcript. Because we ain't really got time, it's just really you had to be marked. But the nigga said something about, man, I wanted to come to Birmingham, and they ain't left. Yeah, nigga, we rejected you, man. And we was right? You see, that's so the Lord dealing with us. Because we saw when the first moment we had an interaction with you, we said, you a nigga. We said that about you behind the scenes. We said, that nigga ain't right. And where happened? The nigga went right. You talk shit about us, so that means we went right. And you ain't know we knew that. So that's sort of the most I was dealing with. But he came out and said, they ain't let me come to Birmingham. Nigga, you was a groupie, man. What's wrong with you, dude? That's weird. Why would I want to come around enough, you know what I mean? He said that like it was such a thing, like we was wrong. But we really was following the scripture. The scripture say, allow them not in your house. So we was just in the spirit of your house shop, man.
Not just come and they want to get on camera.
Right, yeah. Let's show he was a group of just one. Oh, and his claim to fame was being a moderator for us. That nigga wanted to be a moderator so bad, then the spirit started moving on him. I took him off from being a moderator, and he left a message, hey, I think it was a mistake, something happened. I ain't gonna say nothing else to the nigga. And he finally got it after 3 weeks, like, oh, these niggas don't fuck with me. But yeah, something happened. It was, nigga, you was rejected, dude. Then you can't use the backbite against the other brother who came in. Number one back. And now in the scripture, remember how it was 2 guys who had to come in. And what his name? I forget his name. Who came in? Hey. Matthias came in. That was all set up in the spirit. And there was a moment, them two, and you know what? Let's just set everything aside. The real talk, right? And the brother, what his name? The beloved brother from Washington. I'm on the back. If he peeked his face in my door, in my ring camera, and Matt did, I let him in. I called the cops on Matt. Nigga, you a demon, dude. I'm just simplifying it, right? Without the breakdown, the Lord gave you discernment. That nigga pop up, you gonna say, no, man. Real talk, right? You gonna say, man, who does anybody know that guy? You gonna call the cops on that nigga. You're a demon, the Lord ain't dealing with. I'm assured, guarantee, I'm assured the Lord gonna destroy you. You not gonna make it. You're a demon, dude. And not just because you came up against us, it's just, you could have never said nothing about us. Nigga, the way you teach, you in your whole walk, you was given the truth and you departed from it. If you didn't walk out the door with class, you walked out talking shit, hey, I ain't like the chicken no way. Fucking homeless nigga came in and had a problem, man. Yep.
I got something
Come on.
real quick. It's 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy.
Come on, man.
Having their
So
conscience.
now, if you measure me up to that, or any of these brothers up to that, you can't say that with us. We continued in what we learned. But then you got other men who was introduced to this, and they were seduced. Voices got in there. Hey, the Bible heavy, dude. This book ain't nothing to play with. It's like a book of, I don't want to really use that, but you know, like you see these magic books, they really get that from the scripture. Like Harry Potter in the book of I brought this out before, that money, the money, when he read that shit in the money, and then it summoned those. That's how the scriptures is, bro. When you read it, that's why the missiles came on the scene, because it was read properly. Then everybody came on, the scoffers came out. See what happened? You niggas going to this book being children. That's how the missiles came up. That shit's scary, man. It's scary, man. Ain't nothing to play with, dude. You niggas wanted to be a part of something, right? Didn't know what you were dealing with. It was certain men that was sanctioned to handle this book. That sounds like the missiles. We gonna get back to that, Joel. You niggas don't talk about the missiles all of a sudden, destruction, because it's coming from you. And the receipts out there. You can't say we just talking. You know, we can add a video of all you doing to come about us, man. All right, yeah, come on. I'll read that again.
God. It says, start at verse 1 again. It reads, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
Right, and that happened, man. Scripture's spot on. And a lot of you guys, you unskilled. You take the sword. You like a child playing with, you know, you hear them stories. Child find their father gun, and and they shoot themselves. You niggas playing with the scripture to cut yourself all the time. Because it's best for you to be under the tutelage of someone, man. Like again, like with the whole 11 hours. You can look at that council and punch the bug out. Sitting around trying to go into the deep mysteries of your house side and personalize it to cut up and they cut the shit out of this shit. And like I said, we were to go into an extensive breakdown of that 11 hours. Yeah. But we ain't here for you, man. Really, the spirit just flaring up on you niggas. What?
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
Right, they gave heed. A nigga read a precept. Oh, shit. See what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to tell you a good example. The whole King David, Marshal, when they read they should seek David and they laughed, that was a seducing spirit. And they pretty much overlooked the concept of the last days starting 2,000 years ago. So they said, hold up. They looked at it like the last days started now, 2017, when they came in. You see? That's when the new covenant started, yes. Then where the elders at? That shit all out of place. The elders, what his name, Awa? Awa ain't even on camera no more, no more. So when a waffle pop back up, or the other guy, remember one of the front soldiers, the guy who sounded like Nutty Professor?
Yeah.
That nigga name last seen with a black and mild, and he said he was the Howard Side thing, man. Remember the guy, the Baton Rouge? Yeah, he went and burnt the church up, man. Hey. But why they ain't talk about them niggas? Y'all was around them niggas, y'all supposed to be cussing them out. But see, your range, we went into that. You can't see past that Motel 8, nigga. You think that goddamn everything's sitting around your ass. Right. Like, okay, this the last day, and now I found out with that precept, man. Go ahead.
God, it says, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
See, the scriptures bag us up. That don't apply to us. You gave heed to a spirit that seduced you. That was the Lord sick. And the Lord sick a witch on you. The king bad. The king got everybody at his disposal. The king sick like a heavy spirit on you. Go get that right there. Set him up. Get in his ear, put some in his drink. That was what the king did. And you went into the scriptures, right? And tell them that precept, this precept, and not knowing that you were unlocking forces that stupid niggas you can't have. That's why it would have been in your best interest to really stay under us. What?
Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
And that's what they do. They come out with lies. Oh, niggas say, y'all getting $10,000 a month. Nigga, my old lady don't know how much money. It's just some nigga in Baton Rouge can just say with certainty how much. But this the thing, right? Y'all, why y'all always talking about money, man? We never talk about money. Oh, the Apostle I went into that. How the Lord put the spirit on certain people to help us, man. There's people that come on and just help, man. But you motherfuckers don't know nothing about. Oh, that go into the hidden body parts. Versus you niggas who like conjure up. And I'm waiting, that's what I'm waiting on, man. I ain't gonna keep on, but hey, this is shit, nigga. Cause we gonna move on from this. I guarantee my next video ain't gonna have nothing to do with that nigga, man. Cause this all in the spirit, right? But this what I want to challenge you with. When you gonna do another video asking for money? Will you ever again? Or nigga, you don't ask somebody for some money, guaranteed. Because the Lord put the spirit, the Lord got you in a situation where you are living a beggar's life. That goes into the scripture. Now when you read oh man, what's that? I believe that's the book of speaks about I never saw his seed begging bread.
Oh man.
I have been young and I have been old. Somebody get that. So if the Lord dealing with you, right, people just come to you and say, hey man, how can I help? That happen all the time behind us. Hey man, how can I help? When we don't know, we ain't said nothing about money. If you look at my channel or any of these brothers' channels, right, and you go to the sentence where it say about the channel, this nigga Matt got his cash out. Cash out Rodney 205. Nigga, you a nigga, man. So that means you got to conjure up help. No, the Lord put the Spirit on people to help us, right? And that goes into the functioning of the temple, which, by the way, the temple had a treasury, nigga. That's in the book of Joshua. And plenty of other scriptures. So Yahweh didn't keep the law? Yeah, go ahead.
Psalm chapter 37 and verse 25. I have been young and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
See, so that proves that you are not of that stock, because the seed come after you. So here in the latter days, nigga, you on camera begging bread. And this nigga, man, this nigga sit up and say, yeah, one video the nigga said, yeah, for supplies for the ministry. Get the fuck out of here. Only thing you need is a phone and Wi-Fi. The real King David, I'm speaking effectively, he do videos without money. You know, he'll sit in front of rallies, nigga. Yeah, he get rallies Wi-Fi. So nigga don't want to hear that. You a huckster, man. You finesse the people. We don't ask about money up here, dude. Niggas crazy, man. Can't stop talking about money but saying we extortionists. The Lord gonna kill you niggas, man. Go ahead. Oh, that was it? Yeah, come on.
The book of Ecclesiastes, Sirach 40, and verse 28. My son, lead not beggar's life, for better is to die than to beg.
See that? So measure yourself up to that. But a nigga, a brute beast, he ain't gonna say, oh no, you know what, let me be, oh, scripture speaks about them fetters.
Right.
So you ain't disciplined. You said, fuck that. Fuck what the scripture say, man, I gotta get this room tonight. Fucking brute beast. It would have been better for you just, and they like to use that it's better to have a millstone on your neck like that. No, that's really talking about you niggas, man. The millstone proves the authority. Right? That word millstone is the authority of the Lord. That's why it's associated with your ass getting judged. But again, that's what you get when you get simple niggas. All that black and mild smoke. Come on, dude. And I'm gonna go out on a limb. You smoke black and mild until further notice. Do a video saying you don't. And nigga pan that, this is another thing, pan that camera around that room, man. That's what I wanna see. You gonna see a stem in that motherfucker. Yeah, that nigga a demon, man, playing with the Lord. You might see one in the old New Jack City, a Phuket, ball on the end of that motherfucker. That and we got the right to mock you because the scriptures say what? If you don't finish building the temple, we're gonna laugh at you. Right. You stop building the tower, nigga. Cause you were doing videos, you know, hey, like the elder mysteries of the kingdom said. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, come on.
Job 12 and 16. It says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
So the Lord deceived you. And you really think, oh, I called for that. Somebody get that in the Proverbs, the way that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Get that real quick. Yeah, that's a heavy scripture, man. Hey, because, hey, Solomon had, y'all see how it's out now. How it's out, put summon demons on your ass, man. Put spells on. I'm just using those terms so you can get it. But a spell is really like a spirit. The Lord has 6 spirits on it. What you think them 7 spirits about? That's your house out, 6 spirits on it. So the Lord, yeah, that's Solomon, if you go into the documents, the records, it's scary. He'll put spirits on men and make them think, but they breaking down right at a time like this. Then you know what contributes to it? You got your own platform. Nigga sit down, drink a cup, drink that 64-ounce cup. Nigga feel good. Nigga match start. Lord ain't nothing. Hey, but meanwhile, we still disciplined. We still going in the scripture. You go to, when the last lesson we did talking about a nigga, man? We just out here with the wind, right? You know, and elements, and we just going with the brothers, you know? But when I tune in to my personal video of this brother and that brother, we in the fear of the Lord. That's why all my videos go back 5-10 years. I still open up with the fear on me, man. Like, fuck that, man. With the same introduction, nigga. Hey, man, select it, man. Fuck all that bullshit, man. We hey, bro. Started off the same, but then you get in the spirit as it goes. But no, you come in, hey, no, I'm entering into the house of the Lord, man. But you have a nigga that started the video to talk shit. That show that you niggas don't feel your house out. And you think yourself to be something when you're not.
Well, in Proverbs 14:12, it says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
See that? That's why we go through all that. Because you came up with a personal breakdown. And the scriptures say that. The scriptures say what? The Bible is not up for private interpretation, man. So if you're not following what the apostles wrote down, nigga, you came up with a private interpretation, dude. And you shouldn't be confident in it. That's the main thing. Nigga, confident in it, man. That gets you killed. There's all types of scriptures about that. Oh, Corey, Dathan, they came up against Moses, man. And my question to you niggas, did the disciples have a treasure in the book of Acts? When the people came for substance? Was it not men set up over tables? Truth ain't no free fall, man. You to come in and just unwind. No, it's a system. Hey, even Isaiah the 9th chapter said what? The government shall be on the shoulders of the Lord. Yep, come on, we got something? If not, we can get back to that Joel too. You have something?
Stay in that definition.
Okay, cut, yep. Did you have something? All right, come on.
Cut. Definition for here, it says to understand. Perceive the sense of what is said.
Right, so the people don't perceive what's said, man. Even if we throw a missile sign out and then get a precept to compliment it, they can't get it. They can't wrap their mind. Oh, you brought that out. Comprehend. That's a heavy word. To comprehend meaning to really lay hold of something. So you here it is, you drowning, you can't lay hold of that ground. Because the only way to lay hold of it is spiritual with your mind. See? Go ahead.
It says to hear something, to perceive by the ear what is announced in one's presence.
See that? And that's that trumpet. Go ahead.
To get by hearing, learn. A thing comes to one's ear to find out. Learn.
Well, that's it, man. Can't nobody say, oh, I had it already. Nope. You found out. So we found out that the Lord has a controversy with America and the inhabitants thereof, meaning those of you who cleave to it. You could be an Israelite. We don't care about that. Not in this lifetime, because if you trust in the so-called white man, the Lord is going to destroy your ass. What?
To give ear to a teaching or a teacher.
Read that again.
To give ear to a teaching or a teacher.
Now I'm going to ask all like the 11-hour guy. Did I learn from you? I'm saying this humbly though. Did I learn from you or you? That ain't no deep question, bro. And scripture speaks about you niggas going to all that deep CA, bro. The temple. Right? Niggas sweating and bringing up certain words. You know, a simple nigga fall for that. Niggas sweating and say the corpse. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh shit, this dude ain't playing. Well, simply I ask you, right? This ain't a hard question. Who learned from who? And it might have not just been me. Just say you. I bet you learned from his brother or one of these brothers. because you didn't know shit. You weren't going out on the highways and byways. I remember Solomon Bob. You went doing no lessons. You was just a dude on the cutting board being a groupie, and you indicted yourself because you can't. I never came out and said great lessons, Solomon Bob. I never did that. That ain't in the atmosphere, bro. But you said that to me. It's in the record. That word record didn't remember. The Lord don't remember that. You niggas think that it was 8 years later. The Lord remember you niggas came in as students. And you rebelled. Right, because it was ordained, their condemnation was ordained. That's in the book of Jude. Your condemnation was ordained. See? And we never got out of character. We just kept teaching. We said, okay, all right. We weren't flattered by that bullshit. And you see what happened when the smoke cleared. Now you scoffing. Read that again.
To give ear to a teaching or a teacher.
So hold up. Who you gonna come up against? Me? You coming up against your Howard Shine now? Because you gotta follow your teacher, man. All them breakdowns you ever went into, they come from us, man. And really, that's the glue that keeps y'all together. If you get rid of what we say, then now you really just all over the place. So you gotta throw out a snippet about the chip here and there. Right, the same thing. What?
It says to comprehend, to understand.
That's it. That's what you brought out, St. John the first chapter. What?
In the Strong's it says to hear in various senses, give in the audience of, come to the ears, hear, hearken.
Hearken. See? So whether you rebelled 5 minutes from first hearing us or 8 years later, you ain't hearken. See? That's why the scriptures say continue in that without one. So you rebel, man. Nobody, first of all, we never asked you niggas to come over here. Now your ministry stays afloat by talking shit. You don't see that. That's crazy, dude. But we don't think they're going to ever get it. We don't believe you. You some proud Negroes, man. That's super duper. And another thing, too, the scriptures say, suffer not as a man, right? Now, hold up. Explain that scripture. Because a nigga like to say, see, they living it up. They got a camp house. No, nigga, that's order, man. You mean tell me you get 15, 20 dudes together and they can't party? Come on, man. Right, that's good. Like before you got 20 guys together and all of them supposed to just be broke down with nothing. That's why your house I said go to the ant, nigga. Right. Because the ants are small in the big scheme, but they able to build based upon being in a body. Now this nigga say, see they got new garments on. Nigga said that shit, man. Yeah, he said they got new garments on. You teach for envy. Yeah, that's a shit. That's why that nigga pull up, we gonna call the cops on him. Yeah, that's just hate shit now. Yeah, he a bitch, man. But this my thing, right? Somebody give me, I want to say that's First Peter. Because there's something, see, we suffering in the new covenant. Nigga, we suffering because he's so empowered, man.
It says suffering in the new covenant. That's an
oxymoron. That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, man. How the fuck you suffer something with
Crazy, man. That's why I give you how long must I suffer these niggas, man? And they'll continue to do, they'll send another mention later on. Right. Let them out, they do a video, you know what I mean? The Pharisees, stupid. Not silver. Oh no, the second key.
You know, hey, understanding is really important in this thing, man. Hey, we just went through a thorough breakdown of that understanding.
Right.
Even, I think in the same chapter, Matthew 13, I think around about the 14 or the 15th verse, something like that, it speaks about that. That's how you're going to be converted and be healed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Through understanding, man.
Right.
And so that's why you niggas can't be converted and be healed, man, because you really don't understand for real.
Right. And you know, a while left you niggas with a bomb and walked out the room with that concept of learn from them, right?
Right.
But don't follow them. You know, because now it's Matthew 23, yeah. And them niggas ran with that. That's why they said, fuck that, we still gonna say y'all about y'all. We still gonna teach about this. Yeah, a while, man, did you niggas a disservice. A while left you niggas with a damn ball and walked out the door, man. And you niggas ran to the device, now you gonna die. See, come on.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer.
Now, hold on, let's read this again, all right? Because you got guys posting, we suffering. What scripture say is, hey, just because you suffer, that don't mean shit. You got to suffer for righteousness' sake. And to suffer for righteousness' sake is to suffer being in this place of miracle, man. And you catch your hell, right? But you ain't suffering because of these things. Read this again.
It said, but let none of you suffer as a murderer.
And you niggas suffering as murderers because the blood on your head. You know how many guys you done sprayed away now? You're a thief to a sign saying, nope, don't go to Great Millstone. Well,
Or as a thief,
yep.
or as an evildoer.
Oh, let me say about the thief part. You stole messages from one another. What's that scripture say, steal not from one another? So we gave you the message, you supposed to gave it to them, but you pocketed it and gave them some more shit. You supposed to gave them, we gave you put that up and you gave them some more shit. That's a thief, man. Go ahead.
Or as an evildoer, or as a busybody.
Or as a busybody. Now let's see what a busybody is.
In other men's matters.
In other men's matters. That's why you talking about what we get. A nigga make a video, see they getting $1,000. Nigga, how the fuck you know that? And let's just say hypothetically the apostle getting $10,000. So what, nigga? That's not a sin. Crazy, man. That's a crazy dude. But check it out, right? It says, but suffer not as busybodies in other men's matters. That's why we don't do videos dedicated to you with your face on the thumbnail, nigga. But you do that about us. And that's why you in that room. And it's Friday, what is it, Saturday, right? The crunch, I can feel it. The crunch, you need another night, man. But we gonna joke about that. It's Saturday night, nigga, you need another night. Yeah. The LSU game, nigga, you need another night tonight, man. Now you in a quagmire. You sitting up now, you gotta ask for more money in a minute. You should have just shut the fuck up, dude, and wait on your missile. You had, yeah, right? You should just shut up and just wait. Yeah, wait on your missile, dude. But you want to speed up and bring more and more torment. The Lord torment, let's just say that. Hey, because that's that, let him be a curse to our cause. Anathema. Matter of fact, get that real quick. And not just not that dude, all of you dudes who came up against the dignities, man. But the Lord set us up as the men, along with the apostles and elders, man. Yep, you got it out.
God, this is on 1 Corinthians 16, verse 22. If any man love not the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, let him be anathema maranatha. And that's the elder went into pretty much being preserved, kept for destruction, man. And it's on display by your presentation that you love not the Lord, Yahushua. It talks about that. You hate the Lord, you love them. And you saw that you love them by coming against the Lord, by coming against this doctrine, man. They're going to not just Mac, you know, but all these niggas, man. You got Genesis, ICBK, all these guys that's coming up, everything else under the outside of the doctrine of Yahweh Shema, you're going to be destroyed, man. because going back, you mentioned earlier concerning that rod, you know, the doctrine is the standard, man. And the Lord is looking on the inner man.
Right.
So this right here, this contributes to the inner man being cleansed, man. You know, having this truth. So anything else outside of this is ultimately the results is death. Yes. This is the book of the book of Jude. This is the book of Jude. Verse 10, it says, "But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but which they know naturally as brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves." So really, that's what these niggas, they really brute beasts.
Yep.
You know, they can say they spiritual all they want, but really, it said they only, it said, but what they know naturally, because that's what these niggas are. They act off their impulses.
Right.
That's why you'll see that nigga Matt, he gets sweating and hollering, and he acting out those beastly instincts, man.
Right.
You know, but ultimately,
yeah, no decorum, like
right.
Nigga. So, nigga, pick a booger. That's it. Now let's get back to fucking nigga, man.
But it's ultimately it's an indicator to their own destruction once, because ultimately once this word, it determines your fate.
Yep.
And once it's on display, your reaction to it, that's what's going to determine your fate, whether you're going to be destroyed or to be preserved. And it ain't just that one time you come across the word.
Right.
No, it's going to be constantly there. You know, for those that you want to hold fast to it, it's going to be like that mighty stone of trial. And that's going to make you cast it off. Now that's going to lead to your destruction now.
Because it could have been a weapon.
Right.
It really supposed to have been a foundation where you could be established. For all hell. Then look at you, dude. You really in a bad situation. Troops can come get you easy, man. You in the Motel 8, nigga. You can't tell nobody even leave from your premises. Stupid dude, man. And scripture say that too. One thing that's hated is a poor and proud man. And that's just not dedicated to, you know, no, that's across the board. That rings through right from Esau all the way down to you. So you got a nigga that's on a damn a string, right? Nigga, checkout time, like every day at 12 o'clock, nigga, we can fuck with you. Yeah, we laughing and joking about you, man. Fuck you, man. You a nigga, man. He probably one of the worst guys I done seen. Yeah, because he don't know nothing but profess to have, oh, somebody get that. Profess not to have the light. Yeah, but nigga, man, just make these bold proclamations as if the Lord dealing with them. And we know the Lord ain't dealing with you, dude.
Please ask us, Sirach chapter 3 and verse 25, it says, "Without eyes thou shalt want light."
See? Right.
Profess not the knowledge, therefore thou hast not.
Right, so you have guys that lust to be the top guy, but without eyes you want to be in the spotlight, you want to be the guy with the wisdom, you know. Then that triggers a reaction, and that's what professing to have life. So now you left trying to, right? You left defending your ego now. That's why every video you talking about us, because you trying to prove us wrong. Meanwhile, we prophesying. See, so those scriptures cut you guys, man. Because you're nothing more than novices. The apostles warned us about that, the novices. That's what a nigga do. A nigga pop up the first day, anyway. A nigga pop up in jail the first day. You know, just A nigga, man, just got no discipline. Don't know how to come in and follow orders, read the rules. That's the wisdom you lack. Because, hey, guys get caught up in knowledge. They think just because they can grab a precept. You know what I mean? But where the wisdom at? Wisdom is the what? The instincts to know how to navigate. Look before you leap, as it were. All right, so come on, we can go back. Let's got a precept. We can go back to that Joel. That was it on the definition, right? Okay, good.
The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. It reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Right, so that's again dealing with who? The believers. They the only ones gonna pick up on it. What?
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
See, so that's why we was brought out here to warn you, man. Really a World War III. See? Because that strikes fear in the people, especially the kings of the earth. I believe Trump came out and said, nope, it won't be a war, you know? Because that's the elephant in the room, so to speak. Yeah, because war, and in this case, a global war, World War III, it upsets all your hopes and dreams. It disrupts systems. You pretty much got to start over. That's why, what this guy said, World War IV, Einstein, World War IV, we fought with sticks and stones or something. Why? Because he was acknowledging a war with that magnitude, catastrophic war, such as the Third War, it would cause you to what? You have to start over, pick up all the pieces. So we were sent out to really be the bad news. You know what? It is coming. Well, what gives you the right? Then we go into the scriptures. And that, right? That's the Most High signing off on it. The highest form of jurisdiction ever. Come on.
A day of darkness and of gloominess.
Right, that's the great and notable day of the Lord. It's going to be a great day of gloominess and darkness. Because ultimately, what's going to happen? All the people are going to be blind. It tells you that in when the missiles hit, then you're going to be blind, but you're still going to be aware. That's in the book of Zechariah. Go ahead.
A day of clouds and of thick darkness.
What's the cloud? That's the missiles, man. When they hit, they're going to you're going to see those mushroom clouds. Also, the missiles themselves, they have smoke. All that thrust, so imagine 200 million, right, missiles, all that smoke associated, attached to it. So that's going to bring about a day of cloud, smoke. See? Go ahead.
As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not ever been a like. Neither shall be any more after.
Now, if I may, right, the scriptures say a great people. And we've been going into that lately a lot. That word great means pretty much the perfection of a thing. So out of all the armies, remember who the Persian army, what they were called? The immortals, right? All them different armies that struck fear in the people. Even Israel. Israel had a lot of guerrilla warfare soldiers, you know. No, if this army is great, that means it's going to be another army not like this. But they're going to leap over countries to come get you. And the weapon of choice is fire. Because them ancient armies, they'll come to descend upon the city with swords and spears and javelins and such. But this army going to bring fire, man. That's why the scripture said, out of their mouth issue fire. You have something?
Yep. Came out. Isaiah 9 and 5.
Nope.
Okay, cut. Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Yep.
And garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, you can look at the movies like 300. You hear all that sound, confused noise. Go ahead.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Right, what that word fuel doing right there. See? Book of Isaiah. That's the missile, man. So the Lord is posted in his day. His day gonna be a day of fire. So that army, that's the weapon they coming with. The weapon of choice is fire, man. It's not this one. Yep, go ahead.
It says, I got something real.
Oh, come on.
This is the book of Isaiah 13, and verse 4, it says, the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. And if I may, just going back to Joel, the 2nd chapter, talk about that great people in the throne, and that great people concerning those little Moses. So if you read in Isaiah the 13th chapter, it's saying like as of a great people. You know, so the missiles are being personified because at the end of the day, the end all be all for all the armies of the earth is these missiles, man. You know, so but really that's the arm of the Lord, you know. But it says, I'm gonna continue on this. It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So if I may, just going back to the point, that great people, that was concerning the weapons of his indignation. Those missiles. He said even the Lord, because the Lord, his spirit gonna be in those nuclear missiles, guiding those missiles to America. And that's why they're not gonna miss, they're not gonna bump into each other. The missile defense system is gonna be feeble because the commandment of the Lord, it talks about how they're not gonna and what the scripture says in they should rejoice in his commandment.
Oh, yeah.
They should, you know, pretty much they're not gonna come back void.
Yep, they should be ready upon the earth.
Kind.
That's the missiles too. They up in the earth, they in silos. And they say they're not gonna trespass his commandment.
Right. That's it. Why?
Matter of fact, y'all wanna get that one?
Kind.
Hey, the water you have about Chanel shop, because these are the mysteries, right? And when you know, now you can react. You can respond. See? If it's all foggy and you don't know, look, you through, man. Even, right, a meteorologist, when he, you know, forecasts or whatever, he got to be spot on. That's why they got the visual. It's coming. Saying be here in so many minutes, it's gonna pass through this county. Then what they say, get to your place of safety, man. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm in the shutters with you brothers. You know, the first Wednesday of the month when they make that.
Yeah, right.
Now you know what time that'd be Eastern time, it'd be 11. That's destruction. That's the time, that's the number. Yeah. It'd be 11 Eastern time, but it's 10, you know, Central. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Eastern is the standard time. Eastern standard time. So that's it. It jumps off at 11 o'clock, man. And we know that number 11 represents destruction. See? And them sounds gonna be going off when the missiles hit. Imagine them sounds in every state. You people gonna be we gonna be shook, man.
Yeah. That's a scary ass shit.
Yeah, you gonna feel it, man. Yeah, you gonna feel that sound. All that, yeah, you gonna feel it in your bones. And then that's why the scripture said, who could turn back? You gonna be wishing, I wish this didn't happen. I just wish this ain't happening. That's why the scripture say, who can turn back that arrow that's shot from a mighty archer, man. See? Yep, come on.
God, this is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 39. I started verse 28. It reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Yep, go ahead.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and
See,
appease.
that's why the other nation gonna get in line, man. There's gotta be out of order, you know? The Moabite crowd too, you can see the beat. And I say he is, see how he walking?
Oh yeah,
That's a Moabite. That's a taller. But he wasn't gonna listen to what a nigga said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I told him, come on. He said, yep, go ahead.
it says, and appease the wrath of him that made them, fire and hail.
See, fire and hell. That's one of the spirits. The missiles is they got spirits. The missiles is like they like living entities. Go ahead.
And it says fire and hail and famine and
Oh, we
death.
was bringing that out like in jest, you know, how these missiles that have serpents a name on them. Because I believe like the gorilla, well, I can see it as a missile. Like gorilla heat, you know. Yeah, I can see it.
Specific missile
Right,
for you,
yeah.
designated for you.
That ass.
Yeah. You go, right. You go, fat ass.
Yeah, but man. Hey, because the Lord out there, you know? Lord controls everything, man. I mean, don't run with that as if we, you know,
Right. Like that's doctrine.
right.
Yeah.
But hey, the scriptures say what the incorruptible spirit of the Lord is up. That's why you have to say a bullet with your name.
I just
But-
like
a bullet with your name on it. And that's it, bro. That's it. And the missiles bullets.
Right.
They pretty much bullets. They big bullets. That's why they come. Really, a gun is a boat.
Gun.
See?
Right.
A boat, you know. Shoot that apple, shoot them apples. Yep, go ahead.
It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Yep. So the Lord got, see? Yeah, man. Come on, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Why do you how about sit outside? You know? Hey, because, hey, for waking us up. You know? People just go about their day to day. But the Lord got our eyes on to see these signs. We're talking. That was straight up sign. Simultaneously, you had the whirlwind. Oh, and I saw too, like, another mention of Fat Nash. He said something. I saw a chariot or something. Nigga, that was for your destruction, man. Scriptures say they shall appear to they shine.
Ooh, yeah.
See? Yep, go ahead. And you got that from us. Right, see what I'm saying? You the whole style, right? Of even peering out and looking for chariots.
Yeah.
But then we the greatest, we the greatest threat to. Come on.
It says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is.
Right, that's the missiles. The missiles is ready on the earth. They waiting on the commandment of the Lord. Go ahead.
And when their time is come,
See?
they shall not transgress his word.
Right, so the missiles gonna do what they supposed to do. And out of all of the resistance, because they gotta come from a far country, right? That's enough to say, oh, you know, they might not make it. No, they gonna follow the Lord's command. See? All right, so you got something? Not go back.
Back in Joel chapter 2, in verse 2 again, it reads, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and
Hey, like the elder said, man, just the smoke coming from the thrust pack is gonna add to that day of darkness and gloominess.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at a video and you see a missile being launched, you see all of the smoke, you know, that's coming from that missile. Imagine 200 million of them, man. You know, all in sequence. In one sequence, should I say, being shot this way, man. Go ahead, bro.
it says, a day of clouds and of thick darkness.
And ultimately, that cloud and thick darkness, right? Plus the smoke from the missiles is going to be those mushroom clouds, man. You know, blotting out the skies, man.
As the morning spread upon the mountains,
Yeah, as the morning spread upon the mountains, man. Just like you see the sun coming over the horizon, man, and you see the day erasing the night. You know the earth is round, man, regardless of what you people think. And that's the sunlight coming over, right? Round over, see the horizon, man. That's how those missiles gonna come, man. You're gonna be able to see them before they come to you, man. Before they hit you, man. Imagine the fear, of a person know that they can't do shit.
Right.
They finna die. That's the worst way to die. You finna die, knowing you finna die, and you can't do nothing about it, man. That's why the day of the Lord is gonna be so dreadful and so terrible, man.
And you're gonna burn.
You're gonna burn.
That's the worst way to go.
That's the worst way to go. Yeah. Burn it. Right.
Yep.
Damn. You're right. You ain't just you finna just fall off none and die. No, you finna burn.
That's why the scripture says, then they shall know.
They shall know.
Know how you about to die. Yeah, that's good. Yep, you got it.
I got some. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 12. And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely fig, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. If I may, these figs talking about those Assyrian missiles, man. That destroying wind.
Yep.
It says,
it's like it, and they look like an arc. You see like the figs, the wind shaking versus it just falling. It's an arc, That means it's headed in a certain direction. And that wind, the east wind. So if it's the east wind, that means it's coming west. America in trouble, man. Yeah, American, that's a lesson. America in trouble. Yep.
and the heaven departed as a scroll when it was rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. That's those mushroom clouds. Huge mushroom clouds from those multiple warheads is going to be sent out here to America, man.
Yep.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Yeah, they were going to be burnt up, man. You know, it don't matter what bunker that you have here on the shores of America. All that shit going to be burned up from the subway system. Everything, man. Yep. It's not going to make it.
Hey, I was looking at one bunker, I was looking at one bunker, and it had like the resistance. You know how they have they build a door that can be is able to resist certain pounds and a pressure. Hey, you can tell that these elites know what's gonna happen, man. Why would you have a door that's built to resist certain pounds of pressure and to absorb heat? But guess what? It's not gonna work, man. And the scriptures just said it's not gonna work. Right? These are the words of the Lord coming through John of Patmos, man. This is the vision that the Lord gave John of Patmos, right? So ultimately it's the words of the Lord. And what the Lord said, my words shall not return unto me void, man. So you're not going to be able to escape, like the elder said, you're not going to be able to escape the great army of the Lord, man. Right? This is a law army, man, that's going to do what the Lord created it to do. What is that, Isaiah 54? What it says, the instruments, the wasters to destroy, man. So there ain't gonna be no duds.
Right.
No, the Lord created them to destroy, and that's what they're gonna do.
And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. So they're gonna try to go into the underground military bases, those underground bases, as it were. And that acronym, dumb. It's really dumb for you to believe that's gonna save you from the wrath of the Lord, man. The Lord cold, man. He made you make an acronym, deep underground military base, because it's dumb, man. It says,
the scripture say, what is that? I go here and he is there.
If I make my bed in hell.
That's it. So where the hell you gonna go, man? Where the hell? Where you gonna go to hide from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai when he's everywhere, man?
it says, for the day excuse me, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? That question is posed to this day, man. You people are not going to be able to stand, man. You know? Only the elect is going to be saved out of that situation, man. That's how they're going to be able to stand, you know? It's going to be the Lord delivering them. At the same time, those missiles are shot out, man. You know? But yeah, you ain't going to be able to stand this wrath for your how about shot.
Hey, you elites, you're going to escape because you're going to be the first fruits of slavery, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's the only reason. Lord going to, you know, preserve you to be that first bloodline of slaves, man. Because that's your rightful lot. Yep. That's why Esau was a man of the field, man. You know, you built for that, man.
Hey, that's the only way a nation will be saved.
That's it.
To be
preserved
for the kingdom, man. Not to be part of the promises.
Right.
I got something going back to the mushroom clouds. The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 4, it reads, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." And that's going to those mushroom clouds. That's the results of the missiles hitting and that's what you get, the mushroom clouds, man. No, what other thing can you come up with to come up with that visualization? It says, "And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judge." So it said those. And that's those missiles gonna cover the skies, man. Because you're going there on one of the word for basis is mercy. So those missiles is gonna cover the skies, literally, man. Because that's what these people are gonna see. They're gonna see the last stage of those missiles, which is those warheads coming for this place, man. You know?
And that's the perfection of it. Right. That's the greatest perception of the missile. The head. Oh, what's that Revelation 9? Somebody get that? See, that's the Bible, man. That's how the Bible is properly presented. It opens you up to World War III, really, when you go on. Who would have ever thought World War III would bring a deliverance? That's the salvation, you know. These churches are talking about being saved all them years. Not knowing that, no, salvation is going to be brought by World War III. That's way out the concept. See that? That's what the Lord opened us up. Yep, come on.
The book of Revelation chapter 9. I started verse 15. It reads, "And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men."
Right, so the Lord got angels. Somebody get that in Revelation, that's 16. Power over fire.
Oh, wow.
14, yep.
Book of Revelation 14, in verse 17, it says, "And another angel came out of the temple which was in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in that sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vines of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe."
See that? Oh, and that goes to what you read earlier, right? Scripture say what? They shall be ready upon the earth, the missiles, at the time, right? So this is the time. The time is right for the destruction of America. How do we know it's right? Because you got missiles. Technology has been polished up It's boom. All it takes is an email, right? Send an email, you can proceed with making another missile, man. Right? It ain't all that extra, blueprint, the old pictures. You got Oppenheimer,
Right.
you got a blueprint, shit, no, man. Everything right. That's why you got two with these junkyards, if you pay attention. You can get so much money for aluminum cans, and all that shit is for the missile, man.
It's like it. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them.
Right, who are the horsemen? That's the missile. What?
And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jason and brimstone. And
Right, read that part again.
it says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of
Now
fire.
you consider a breastplate is really made of metal. You ain't got a leather breastplate. You can have a leather vest, but that's not fitting for war. You gotta have like a metal breastplate. So that gives you a glimpse into this is the missile, the dynamic of a missile is made with that metal, And I just mentioned like aluminum and shit like that. You need copper. I'm pretty sure that got something to do because they give you a lot of money for copper. Yeah, I think it holds electric like that. Yeah. Current. So you just wonder, why they giving me that much money for that? No, because the market is for missiles to do that. What?
God, it says having breastplates of fire and of jason and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions.
Read that part again.
And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions.
So the heads of the horses is a dark stand for what? The nuclear warheads. They was as lions. The lions represent power. So that's the final phase of the missile. And because the lion do more damage with his head. A lion can't stomp you to death. Like an elephant. So the power of that lion in is his head, man. So the missiles, right? The missiles, the final, the pretty much the efficient part of the missile is the warhead. That's what's gonna do the damage. Well,
it says, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouth.
now, hold up. Hell, right? Christians say whenever they see brimstone, they automatically talk about hell, man. So what is this talking about? Where it speaks about a third part of men. That's dealing with Esau. His kingdom will be disrupted by way of the missile. World War III. What?
It says, for the power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do murder.
Good. So, you got it? You go back to Joel?
Back in Joel, chapter 2, and in verse 3 it reads, a fire devoured before them, and behind them.
Going back to what the elders, like we just read in the scripture, like the elder said, the power of the lion is in his head. So that's that fire that devoured before them, man. That's the thermonuclear head, right? Them being the intercontinental ballistic missiles, man.
And behind them a flame burner.
Yeah, that's what the scripture just said. The power was in their tail also because, the power was in their tail also because that's why, just like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Esau dropped atomic bombs on them, but you had to take a plane to deliver the atomic bomb to the destination. This one right here this is an atomic bomb in its perfection, man. Because now you got a thrust pack, right? You got a thrust pack behind it. That's power because guess what? That's how it's made an intercontinental ballistic missile. That's how it's being delivered from one continent to another, man. Right? So read that report again.
It says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burner.
Yeah, so that's that flame behind them that burning, the thrust, to propel the missile from the silo to its touchdown point.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
Speaking of America, man, America, it still is a paradise for real because it inhabits life. But I look when King Solomon used to send his send his navy and everything over here, man. This place was really a paradise before Esau Edom planted his flag here, man. You know, so that's read it one more time.
It says, it's like it. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
Yeah, so this place is an inhabitable place, man. Before the missiles touch down, man. Meaning it still houses life. You know, you see the green trees, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It's life here, right? Before they touch down, though. Go ahead.
And behind them a desolate wilderness.
Right, so behind them, Isaiah the 34th chapter. You know, Revelation the 18th chapter. Right? This place is going to be a vast desert, man. Never to be inhabited again, man. Thus saith the Lord. You know? And this is the perfect will of the Lord, man. Why? Because this place is a fucking hellhole. You know, especially for us, man, being the hopefully elect. This is a hellhole, man. You know, this place is a cancer to life itself, man. It's a cancer to the earth, man. You know, it's
Our captivity.
a place of our captivity.
Captivity, the worst thing you can. That's why the Lord gonna combat captivity with rulership. See, Jake was trying to just be equal.
Right.
I'm gonna come out of captivity and I'm gonna be equal. No, that's not a reward for captivity.
Beautiful.
You heal the captive by giving them power. Right? Like the Lord's anger was putting your ass in slavery. His favor will be what? Giving you rulership. That what happened with what's that Joseph? That was the science behind Joseph. Joseph really had to go through all that for the elect. We go into it. Like even Job suffered all that for us to read about it and make sense of the Lord. Because that's why we were sent, to make sense of Yahushua. Because remember, Yahushua spoke in parables. So that's a heavy task. You got to make sense of Yahushua. Look, man, this was the Lord saying, man.
Right.
You be like, damn. Right? But there's a comfort when certain people can get it. So, okay, the Lord made the labor easy. Okay, it's spirits that get it. You got a channel, they come in, you teach them. Man, we had to go out there and teach these crazy niggas like Yahushua. See like that. Them retarded niggas start foaming at the mouth, slob coming out the mouth, man. Darren.
Yeah, exactly.
Violent nigga in a damn home. Slap. The thighs. Yeah, come on.
God, it says, yeah, and nothing shall escape them.
Yeah, hey, nothing shall escape them, man. Like we said earlier, except for the elect, right, and the wicked that the Bible speaks of, the elite. But only the elite is not going to escape them once again, so they can be the first fruits of slavery, man, in the kingdom, man. Not because they something, yeah, they special, they special for slavery, man. Yeah, but the elect is going to escape, right, in those chariots, the vehicle of the elect salvation. When you read Revelation the 15th chapter, man, John of Patmos was seeing that vehicle.
I got some real big, them not escaping. Wisdom of Solomon 16:16. For the ungodly that deny to know thee, were scourged by the strength of thine arm.
Let's just say they're talking about great meals.
It says,
Well, they too, right? the elites is the prize for us. Just like how we was the prize possession. You know, like a hunter, he have that big game, called it big game hunting. No, the elites is the prize for us, man. That's a part of the reward to take them, because really when you're going to, we're gonna be taking the same ones in captivity who financed the slave trade. Same one, them spirits gonna be regenerated. All of them who conspired and benefited and orchestrated that, they're gonna be, the Lord gonna have them preserved. We're gonna come, they're gonna be like the ghost of Christmas past. Remember the old Charles Dickens novel? He heard them chains coming. That's how it's gonna be. Boy, it's cold, man. Because we're gonna have spiritual power, but we're gonna be bringing them old chains with us. And who knows, we might have, hey, who knows how our army look. Because you know, when you, like, the boss don't do it himself. Like the boss, like we gonna be, and I ain't saying the Lord can't do that, but I don't envision, like, you know, Double Dot grab that nigga feet, you know. Got them, Double Dot got him right here. Slap chains on, you know. Who knows how that army of ours look? Because the scripture says even the demons gonna obey us or something like that. So don't, hey, marvel not. If angels be working for us, or scripture say angels gonna, what does it say? Even angels shall obey us. We should judge angels. We should judge angels, bro. See, that's the spirit, man. Shit. Right? So marvel not, right? Lord have angels coming with them niggas in chains, man. Go ahead.
God, it says,
Right?
it says, for the ungodly that did not know thee, were scourged by the strength of thine arm, with strange rains, hails, and showers, were they persecuted, that they could not avoid, and through fire were they consumed.
That's those missiles, man.
That's it.
He said they could not avoid, man.
Right.
Like that's why when you read Malachi the 4th chapter, man, it said the root and branch. So that's killing wickedness at its source, man. The ones that scripture say those that destroy the earth. Shall be destroyed.
And the unavoidable judgment of evil. Because that root, right, let's say they're going to escape let's say they escape just to be taken to captivity. Well, in the kingdom, they're going to be burned. And that fire going to be like nuclear fire. Because it ain't going to be like the fire you kindle here. You're going to have them powers, man. So we're going to use laser beams, that concentrated beams, to create a fire. What they call it, bonfire?
Yep, bonfire, yep.
That's where you really get that word. What is bonfire? But it go back to the
barn.
Oh, it go back to bonfire. Yep, go ahead. Yes, sir? Yeah, come on.
It is 2 Ezra 7:45. It said, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
And we're saying no man should ever say him that is destroyed. So that means that missile defense system,
Right.
that Iron Dome, whatever, that ain't gonna, you ain't gonna be able to step in the way and prevent the wrath of Yahweh by now shine, especially those missiles. The scripture said that you ain't gonna be able to stop that mighty archer, man. So this devil, the Lord commanded that this devil to be overthrown, as well as he commanded the elect to be delivered, man. You know, and there's nothing no one can do to rewrite that script, you know?
Right. Like what it's saying, neither him that got in the victory. Yeah, you can't, you know, because it was already ordained, man. You're not gonna be able to the victory. What is that? Back in Revelation the 15th chapter, and they was given palms in their hand. Yeah, you can't just come up and say, no, I don't want you to have that.
Right. Oh, they was given.
It was given.
Yeah. Oh, we went into that. How you gonna have some to receive that mark in their hand, but you got those who gonna receive the palms in their hand. That's the victory over the beast. See, that's what you want. You want to be considered victorious. Guess what? We hope for that. Scripture say hope to the end. You got guys talking about they'll be elect. That right there, that cancels you out. Nigga, who are you, man? Especially old boy, that hotel, you know that's a violent area you in. Nigga, straight bullet might come to that motherfucker. Boy, them niggas dealing fentanyl.
Straight bullet.
Yeah. You supposed to be fearing the Lord, dude. That go to show dudes don't really have wisdom. Yep, go ahead. Oh, was that in on that? You got some more guys? Yeah, come on.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, and verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, is near. It is near and hasted greatly.
Right, that's the day. That's World War III, man. It's hasting greatly. That's why the time's speeding up. You can't tell me it don't feel like just 2 days ago. We was up at the camp. We was at the brother's house doing the live, the Sunday class. It just felt like 3 days, 72 hours. Right? So that's why your house said at least those days be shortened. Plus the scriptures say the days of the wicked shall be shortened. And that's why you got that horseman element. Because when you break a horse down, especially as it relates to war, a horse hastens to the battle. A horse is fearless. Scriptures go into that. Like a horse ain't hesitant. You got to slow him down when it's time to go to war. But that's why you feel like the motherfucker being a battle resistant. That horse be coming with it, man. So the Lord speeds the missiles here. Even though they sitting, but once they fire off, it's over. But that day is coming, man. You have somebody?
It says, even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Yep, read that again.
It says, even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Right. You could be the toughest guy. Oh, there's some of these guys Esau propped up like John Wayne, you know? You could be in that spirit, that cavalier spirit. Nigga, your ass don't shit when the missiles come. You gonna soil your clothing. You gonna piss. Right. That's the great and notable day of the Lord. And the missile is the symbol of the greatest form of destruction. It show you that in Don't Be a Menace. See, wisdom is shown even in jest, right? In comedy. When that nigga pulled that missile, and that simple nigga said, oh shit. That was all in the spirit. You got it. Yeah, come on.
This the book of Jeremiah 8 and 6. I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Everyone turned to his course as the horse rusheth into the battle.
See that? So the horse, that's why the missiles is known as horsemen. So, because the horse rushed the battle, right? The horse don't fuck around. And the horse look eerie too when you be in the right spirit. Right? If you look at a horse look wild and crazy. They got that little bang and them teeth. Man, it's just the Lord dumbed you down and you've been desensitized. But let's just say the first, you never saw a horse before. And you come across that motherfucker, especially one of them wild horses. And they do that little sinister grin and man, your ass gonna give up the ghost, man. They show how wild a horse is. A horse don't give a fuck. Right, yeah, when you look at him, then you can see that he a wild guy, you know? The Lord had, again, that little bang. He coming at your ass. He don't care, man. He'll rush into the battle. Yep, go ahead. See, that's it.
Joel chapter 2, in verse 4, it reads, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
Hey,
Damn, bro, that shit crazy. Going cold, bro. Hey, read that again.
Woo! It says the appearance of them is as
I was
the
sorry. Great.
yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Lord, great, bro. Yeah, come on, man. You can't make that up. That's just crazy. Go ahead.
It says,
Just say it, man. White.
the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall
Right.
they leap.
They're going to sound like chariots. You're going to sound like you're in the ancient world. That's how the missiles, as modern as they are, it's going to sound like chariots coming. What?
It says, like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble.
It says, so shall they leap. So that Joel actually said an intercontinental ballistic missile, man. Because that's what those missiles are going to do. They're going to leap from the silo, man. You know, a long jump. You know, just like a long, you see a long jumper. Yeah, that's how the missiles going to do, man.
Oh, they have that like that.
Oh,
little,
yeah.
It's like a bow.
Oh, yeah.
That stick.
Yeah, vault. That's
Yeah,
it. That's it. That's it.
Well, okay, that's not the long jumper, but I'm thinking about
But still, yeah, I see what you're saying.
it's like a thrust.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But it looks like a boat.
Yeah, that's
When
it.
it flips, it bends,
And it propels them over. That's right.
Right.
That's
So
true.
that's the science
That's
of the
true.
boat
That's true. Yeah.
on all levels. So how much more with the missile?
Pole
Don't they call it?
vault,
Yeah.
pole vault, that's
Yep.
it.
And the people in the other nations, they're gonna see the missile, like I mentioned earlier. They're gonna see the missile. They're gonna be like, somebody in fucking trouble, man. Right, they won't understand the prophecy. Somebody in fucking trouble, man. Because you know, they ain't gonna really probably have their compass. Oh, that's the West and America. They're not gonna compute. They're gonna just say somebody done fucked up. But see, we know who that is. The whore, man. She's gonna be taken out of the picture. That's usually the story of like a whore, you know? You watch one, like she was a prostitute everywhere. That bitch died at the end of this. High heel in the alley.
Right.
That's right.
God, it says, as a strong people set in battle array, before their face, the
Oh, that's another thing. The missiles gonna be dressed for the occasion. Lord gonna deck the missiles out. The missiles gonna look heavy, man. They're gonna be arrayed. They're gonna be decked out. You read that in Revelation 9, with the breastplates. And they go into the colors that adjacent. I forget what other colors it was. Well,
they all got their own name.
Right, yep.
They said that everything's dressed for their occasion.
yeah, they got their own name. And certain missiles bigger than the others.
Right.
Like, so you have a general and a captain, you know? What?
God, it says, before their face, the people shall be much pain.
Right, the people gonna be frozen with fear. People gonna look up and say, "Oh shit, I'm about to die in the worst way you can think of." What?
All faces shall gather blackness.
Meaning what? They're gonna be confused because light represents understanding. So they're gonna gather black. They're gonna say, "What the fuck?" The last thing these simple Americans ever thought of was that. They ain't think about no shit like that, man. So they're gonna be completely confused. And if they do have any resemblance of recollect, they're gonna go back to us. Because we the only ones who was pushing the missile. Them crazy dudes on the corner, man, with the sign. Damn, if I would just stop. If you do have any form of thought, you're gonna come back to the point. Go ahead. Oh yeah, come on,
So like, yeah, that Ezekiel 33 and 33.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
They said it will come. To let you know the words of the Lord should not return unto him void. Meaning it's going to happen, man. Meaning this destruction. And like the other said, right? When them missiles in the air and you see them coming, it's going to take, what, 20 minutes, 15 minutes? That's a lot of time to think. Yep. That's a lot of goddamn time to think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when it's coming, like the other said, the only thing, you know how you see on the cartoon, you see the little bubble come up and you see whatever a person's thinking in that bubble, the only thing you're going to see is, you know what I'm saying, the missile signs. And them guys that was on them corners, man. Then you're going to know. Man, like you said, I should have stopped. I should have listened.
I think they got to turn with air to ground when it comes to
That's right. That's true, huh? Air to ground.
Yeah, so it's a window where you get.
That's it.
So the missiles might pull up, right? No, it's about to pull up. The missiles might pull up. Yeah. And thrust. Yeah. Because that is a term. I believe. Air to the ground. I believe that you got it. Oh, I think it says it's like 2 minutes. I think that's like the standard time for a missile to hit. So you're gonna have time to think about it.
With that, that Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter,
Spirit.
oh, you got that?
I was just thinking that. Yeah, this religion we have sometimes we read.
Right.
I think I'm on the same
That's the Christian route. That's why you hear me say my blessing. Probably like I'm gonna stop. I ain't stopped this week. But they heard. You was right.
I got some on that, you said the faces of the people shall gather blackness. This is, book of Isaiah chapter 13. And, I started verse 13, verse 6. It says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, and pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames." So if I made it, it's going to these people gonna pretty much they're gonna fall apart, man, when they see the destruction, man. It's going to that air to the ground. Once they hit ground zero, you know, these people really gonna lose it, man.
It's like if I make too, like the flame in that case, when they face the flame, that's like getting their attention. You know, like somebody light up and you walk into a room. Somebody light up. Like somebody walk into a room and they said their face lit up. That's how the Lord gonna have your attention, man. So when the missiles come, your face gonna be inflamed. You're not gonna be looking down at your watch or you be online, you looking at Instagram. No, you're gonna the Lord gonna capture your attention, man. Yep. Well,
God, that was it on that.
yeah, we can go back there.
Second, the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march everyone on his ways."
Yeah, they shall march everyone on his ways, man. I think you ain't got to that. They shall not break rank. Yeah. Yeah. So like the elder said, you got big ones, you got small ones, and they're gonna be decked out, man. you know, ready for the Lord's bidding, man. Go ahead.
And they shall not break their rank.
That's it. And they shall not break their rank, man. Meaning one, matter of fact, can you read?
They're heavy though, right?
Yeah.
And that comes with what we said. It's a standing order.
Right.
So when you have an army is not out of order. You got generals, captains. So certain missiles gonna be ahead of other missiles, and that missile ain't gonna go over. You got to go waiting on that missile. That's in charge. That damn missile lead 4 more missiles like that. You know what I mean? They follow that one missile. Yeah, get all 4 niggas in the car. One missile to him, to him. That spirit, that wind picked up.
Yeah, time you said,
Yep, well.
Neither shall one thrust another.
Yep. Neither shall one thrust another, man. Like you said, this one right here was meant to touch down at this time.
Right.
This one was meant to touch down at this location at this time. This one ain't gonna come before that one, man. Right? Meaning that they ain't gonna, cause if one thrust one, yeah, that's 50 missiles blown up before they even
cancel it out.
They cancel it out.
And you know what? That food that's gonna be full of the sky, gonna be full of missiles. The Lord has to he's making a conscious effort to let you know it's gonna be so packed. Let's say like you got a lot of people pouring into an arena, a venue, they naturally bump into each other.
Yeah.
But these missiles gonna be so packed, but they ain't gonna touch each other. See? And some nigga might just have a thought of that. Well, maybe, right? They can cancel out. Everybody be patient. You know, the motherfucker's still coming, man. Yep, come on.
It says,
I think we read, even the Lord and his weapons of indignation. Yeah, the Most High, the Spirit gonna have them angels, you know, guiding them. Therefore, they ain't gonna judge each other, man. They gonna reach their destination. You got it.
It says, they shall walk everyone in his path.
See, they should walk everyone in his path. Right? This missile got to go here. This missile go here. It's just like an army, man. Nobody don't break rank. You got it.
My mate, what the scripture says Psalms, he ordained of his arrows.
That's it.
It says, and when they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Meaning America's defense system, man. Yep. So guess what? America is going to be destroyed, man. No ifs, ands, buts about it, man. So you can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. The words of the Lord shall not return to him void, man. So,
it says, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the walls. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
So, once again, hey, America ultimately shall be destroyed, and it's going to be by the way of the Lord's army, man, which is those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, to devastate America, meaning America never to be erected again, right? And to cleanse the earth so like it cleanse the earth of the council, man. So, hey, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
From honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.